What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Daniel Dubois and Joyce. It looks like Daniel Dubois and Joyce will face different opponents behind closed doors before the October Showdown. Frank Warren's full schedule announced, okay? Daniel Dubois and Joyce will return in separate fights over the coming weeks before facing off on October 22nd. The unbeaten heavyweights are initially due to meet on April 11th, but the coronavirus pandemic forced the promoter Frank Warren to postpone the contest. Okay? Their showdown has now been rescheduled for October 24th, with the aim being to stage it in front of a crowd as usual. However, in the meantime, behind closed doors, boxing gets underway in the UK this Friday, with Warren confirming 5 shows across July and August. Okay, these include Joyce versus Michael Wallish on July 25th, and Dubois versus Eric Pfeiffer on August 29th. The full schedule is visible below, but 2 contests that were originally announced were missing. Anthony Kokantz and Leon Woodstock and Lerone Richards and Umar Sadiq have both been put back for the time being. Okay. Wow. Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with tune-ups. The only danger is behind closed doors. You think about these 2 guys. They anticipated each other for a long time. They're both undefeated. They're both up-and-coming contenders. Okay? They're coming out of that prospect to contender platform. And they have 2 fights ahead of them. Okay? One on the 25th and the other one on sometime in August, right? Okay. Well, the danger of that is, how hyped can these guys get for a fight, first of all, with no crowd, which I have mixed feelings about that. But second, will these guys take these fighters lightly? You know, they want 2 tune-ups before they fight each other. I get it. They want another, just to get the ring rust off, because it's been a while for both fighters, But it's still a danger there, because we know nothing about these opponents. Nothing about these opponents. Okay? Michael Wallish, I know nothing about him. Eric Pfeiffer, I know nothing about Eric Pfeiffer. Okay, so, these guys can be the guys that upset certain things that we thought that was going to be destined to happen, and they didn't. Okay, so it is kind of weird, but it does give them a fresh start. I hope these guys get exactly what they want, because I still want to see these guys in the ring, and hopefully they're undefeated when it happens. Because, of course, if one of these guys gets upset with one of these guys, Sadiq or Wallish, this fight's over. The money's off, the crowd, the venue, everything has been in vain, and so imagine taking a loss behind closed doors. You don't want to be that pioneer that gets beat behind closed doors. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude, I got whooped and nobody was there. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, that affects you mentally, that a lot of people, they get rather, they get excited and get charged by the crowd. Their adrenaline builds by the crowd roaring and people saying certain things, ahs and oohs, And these guys are those type of fighters that I think they get generated by the crowd. So, again, I don't know anything about these other fighters, these other 2 fighters that they're fighting. But I know one thing. It could be a mental challenge for these 2. It might seem easy. It might appear easy, whatnot. But I think at the end of the day, don't take this fight lightly, because all of this is experimental. Okay? This is an experimental platform, background, this venue with no fighters, just cameras, ring girls, judges, and a referee. We'll see how it goes. Okay? Some people can fight better, but then some can't. Okay? So it's one of those things, man. I think that it's a clever approach by Frank Warren. to at least get the ring rust off these guys, so you won't hear any excuses, because we're tired of that. Oh, it was ring rust. Really didn't get a lot around. You know what I mean? So you won't hear that, and hopefully they'll take advantage of this tune-up. They won't knock him out like Danny Dubois is known to knock guys out with first, second round. Hopefully he goes 4 or 5 rounds with this guy to knock out some of that ring rust. You know, to get familiar in there. You know, to the square circle again. Okay, with your reflexes. Okay, and your timing. So I hope these guys take this particular treat, because it is a treat. And now that treat could also be poison, but it is a good thing at the end of the day, because at least they get a chance to knock off the ring rust. Okay, so it sounds clever by Frank Warren, but that is a quick turnaround for a fight. So when they do their tune-up, they have to turn around and go right back in training camp for each other. That's given if they win both fights, right? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Daniel Dubois versus Joe Joyce facing other opponents as a tune-up. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.